Hey, what's going on, guys? Minico here, and we are back with some Euro Truck Sim. Now, there are two distinct differences today. One, I'm starting again, and two, we are without Ed. Now, there's no particular reason for me doing this other than I feel like I can get away with also doing a bit of a solo venture as well. And instead of streaming it, it's going to be recorded. So it gives me more of a chance to edit and put it up on a bit more of a schedule other than, oh, I've finished the stream and then just bung up the raw footage straight up onto YouTube. I want to be able to put a bit more effort into the content I release when it comes to Euro Truck Sim, so I can cut out a great big deal of it and then bring it back in and it'll still make sense instead of being like me and Ed halfway through a conversation and cut that out. Next minute it's all silent or it's another bloody conversation. We are running the exact same mods as what it would be for starting from scratch. But like I said, the only difference is it's without Ed, and we are doing this solo. So I guess you could say it's a solo starting from scratch, just to get that difference in there. But just like Grid of Man, this will be recorded on a specific date and also uploaded around a specific date as well. So it's like now, today is Friday. I'm hoping to get this edited over the weekend. I'm not gonna just concentrate over it over like the Saturday, for instance. It's gonna be spread out sporadically, and I'm hoping to get him up this first episode uploaded on Tuesday. So it's currently the 23rd of August, and it's going to be uploaded on the Tuesday, whatever date that is. I believe my controls are all set up correctly. I did all this before, and we are currently based in Manchester. We're going to do more of a UK playthrough. Start out in the UK, head up into, start out in England, head up into Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland, Isle of Man, yada 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 yada, so on and so forth. I will not be doing the long distance skills until I have the high value. Is it? I can't even unlock them yet. The high value and the not just in time. The other one, is it just in time? I think it's the just in time skill, and obviously all the ADRs. So once I've got 3 skills maxed out, that's when I'll start putting into a little bit into long distance. But I'll do like 1 long distance and then 2 into eco, and then another 1 long distance and another 2 eco, if that makes sense. Because obviously if I do long distance first, then obviously these videos are going to get longer and it's going to be even longer for me to edit all this stuff out. Obviously I can just pause the recording, but you know, I want to put a bit more effort into all this, and obviously if something happens or whatever, I'll need to edit in text as well for whatever reason. But anyway, I'm going to start jibber jabbing and we're going to jump straight into this. I don't know why it's giving me the bloody tutorial all over again, but you know, it is. I'm just going to slightly adjust the seat back a little bit. That's more middle. Yeah, we'll go with that. That's fine. I just want the seat all the way back just so I don't need to turn the camera as much. So we've got all this fun stuff to deal with. And then 9. And we got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Press enter. F1 to pause. I wish I could skip the tutorial, but it never really gives me the option, and it's really annoying about that. F6. F7, continue, close tutorial. Right. And then I want to get rid of that. I want to keep up that mirror there, all set, ready to go. Follow your navigation. Oh, right. Oh no, air pressure low. Alright, then it looks like we've got to build air pressure as well. Now, whilst air pressure is slowly building, obviously you're not really meant to drive. you know, until your pressure's built up. But didn't realise I put air pressure on, but apparently I did. It's fine, we can work with that. We want a little bit more realism, which I guess is what I'm going to go for this playthrough anyway, is a little bit more realism. When you play with your friends, you know, it is more of a fun and game, for instance. So I think we'll go with like a, I don't want to say like an ultra realistic playthrough, but more of a realistic playthrough than what you're used to when you see me and Ed playing this. You gonna let me out? I already committed, so hope you do. And I'm already messing up these camera angles. Right, we're on the road. But yeah, like I said, I don't want to put too much into long distance for now. Oh, already speeding. Great start. But yeah, like I said, I don't want to put too much into long distance already, just simply because, like I said, the videos are going to get longer, and it would literally be one job. At some point, it's going to be one job and video done with, you know, and I'd cut a good chunk of it out when it is just straight up motorway driving until something funny happens, and then I'll cut into that and then deal with a little bit of the aftermath and then cut it off again until we get either close to the destination or something else happens. So I want to try and keep it close knit, really. But hopefully with this we get I want to say a bit more out of this session when it comes to, I guess, viewerships and everything like that. I know both well, the starting from scratch season that I'm doing with Ed is doing, well, for my channel size anyway, for both Twitch and YouTube, it's doing particularly well. On Twitch, I'm getting like an average, just a flat average of about 30 to 35 views, which, yeah, fair enough, it doesn't sound amazing, but for someone with only 30 followers and 24 subs, that's great. And then I'm getting on YouTube as well, the odd one or two are hitting in the hundreds. Everything else is like anywhere from, I want to say 15 to 50, maybe. But nevertheless, I am wanting to put out, I'm always trying to put out more and better content for you guys, because obviously that's what I want to try and work towards. This, ultimately, I would like to do this a little bit more full time. I mean, who doesn't? But at the same time, you know, I've got, you know, a kid to look after, bills to pay, work to actually go to, and everything like that. So I can only put in, as much effort as I'm able to with everything else that's going on. So hopefully you guys understand that, and you will continue to support me on that until I'm able to step back a little bit from work when all this starts to kick off, really. Fingers crossed. But yeah, I figured I'd go into the UK this time and break things up, because every time me and Ed end up playing, we always end up in somewhere in Europe. So on our off-recording, off-stream session, just our normal, easygoing playthrough, we are based in Switzerland. Obviously, the starting from scratch, we are based in Norway, at the top end of Norway. So I figured on this one, I'll base myself in Manchester, as I am from the UK. I feel it's, and the north of the UK out that, I feel it's only fitting, really, to stick to where I'm actually from. Let me in here, please, Mr. Car. Didn't mean to cut you up, but at the same time, I gave you plenty of notice for indication. Sorry about that. Mad sneezes going on. Jesus, only just managed to hit the mute button. With this playthrough as well, guys, I am wanting to try and... bit too fast, like. I am wanting to do a little bit more, I guess, trial and error with editing. I've not done editing of videos in a long time, like, properly into editing videos. I've done, like, cutting out simple text, putting in and whatnot, but I've not really done much in the sense of when it comes to, say, time lapses and whatnot. So this season is also going to be a big trial and error when it comes to editing, so I apologize if there's weird cuts or kind of weird time lapses. Obviously I'll get better with it as the more I practice, but you know, I'm hoping I'll make up for it with the commentary and everything else that's going on. But yeah, I want you guys as well to let me know what you think about me actually doing the solo venture in ETS2, because I'd love your guys' feedback on all this. Obviously I can only read the YouTube messages as and when I'm able to. Like I said, busy, but I'll always make sure to either reply to them or actually like your comment in particular, just to give you acknowledgement that I have read the comment. But yeah, if you guys have any mod suggestions as well when it comes to ETS2, now I'm currently running 85 mods, and obviously that's a mixture of it's a mixture of everything really. Obviously I've got pro mods on, I've got I got regular pro mods as well as the Middle Eastern and the Great Steppe. I would like to get the Russian expansion, but at the same time I'm also a bit touch and go with that, because I did read that recently that corrupted a lot of games and people lost everything. But I would like to get the Russian side of it all, because eventually I would like for us to potentially get to Russia and explore in and around there. But if you guys have any mod suggestions as well, that'd be great. Or even a particular type of truck as well. I'm running quite a vast number of different modded trucks. Obviously you got your standard modded Scanias, so I've got my bull noses, the RGL pack, and the normal flat nose ones. Got all the Mercedes ones, the MANs, Volvos, pretty much all of them really. But if there's anything else you guys can think of, you know, let me know. I am curious to see what you guys will let me out. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, I am wondering well, I'm wondering what your thoughts and opinions are on this matter, as well as what mods you would recommend. You don't let me I didn't mean to cut you up there, but I was trying to look and stare at the same time. I do apologise, Car. I'd imagine you'd want to go get a change of underwear. But we'll get this first job bunged out the way, and we'll start on our second one. Hopefully we get some nice looking trucks, and we also won't be limited as well to particular types of jobs of what both me and Ed have. It's just going to be the simple that one will do, that one will do. Obviously if it's within the area, I don't want to drive, say if I'm in London, I don't want to drive all the way up to Aberdeen just to come all the way back down London again. You know, I want to do it from where I'm already at anyway. Get the highest paid job from where I'm already at. Now I could always potentially fast travel, that could be an option. And then obviously do the job and whatnot, as long as the cost of the fast travel is worth it at the end of the day. Why has he got, oh, I was going to say, why has he got his indicator on, but it's turning there on that junction. Quick sip of twisted fruit. Huh. Are you guys just gonna go straight out? No one there alongside me. Very good, very nice. See, I would like to say I'd get into like a roleplay type of situation, but I don't know your bloody character, to be honest with you. I'd forget that I'm meant to be doing roleplay. It would be a good video or a good series suggestion where it'd be ETS2 roleplay. But I'd end up bloody forgetting that I'll be doing that, and there'll be loads of stuff cut out. I'll be redoing loads of stuff as well. But yeah, I was just really in the mood of doing ETS2, but at the same time I'm also like, I really want to get into doing maybe a little bit of a solo adventure. Like I said, you know, it's nothing. Can I get over, please? I need to be in this lane. Thank you. And then no cars there. I hope you just take that. Oh, of course you don't. Of course you don't. Oh my God, Jesus Crouch. Oh, let me get over there, please. I forgot I had that camera there because my mic is slightly blocking that camera. Just gonna turn it out of the way. Oh, a proper squeaky chair. Honestly, anybody think it's like years old? It's not. It's probably a year and a half, 2 tops. Yeah, no, I'll go with about 2 years. Oh well. We are here. And we're pulling in. And the swing beautifully. And then bosh, bosh. That's nice. They put the cones out for me. See, what's annoying is as well, like, even though I'm using this UI, I'd prefer the Sills one, but for whatever reason, when it comes to me wanting to use it, it says that it's unavailable or out of date or whatever. So obviously I uninstall it, reinstall it again, but it's still saying that it's incompatible. So if you guys actually know why it's incompatible, obviously that'd be great, and I'd greatly appreciate it because I'd love to use the Sills flat UI again. But yeah, it's just a weird one for me, and why it wouldn't actually have it running. Sorry guys, I'm actually concentrating. I know I said I'm going to do some realism, but if I was to try and do the reverse in cab, honestly, we'd be here all bloody week. So, and then T to uncouple and detach the trailer. Very good. Level 1. We have this shed box on a shed. Visit quick jobs. Grimsby. See, at the minute, whilst we haven't really got much of a, well, we haven't really got a truck or anything like that. We can just click anything, so we can take this job all the way up to Denmark if we wanted to, Manchester to Denmark for 6,200, or Is that the Volkswagen? It is the Volkswagen. I've never actually really used the Volkswagen, so I think just on that, I'll use the Volkswagen and we'll go down to London. Obviously, it's, tad less than the highest paid one, but it weighs more, 4 tons more, so that is beautiful. But yeah, I've never really used the Volkswagen. I've got the mod, obviously, and I've had this mod downloaded every single time I do any form of gameplay with this, but not once have I actually used the mod. Right. And it's good that it's still got the built-in sat-nav as well. Now, what I won't be doing as well is when it comes to... You're going to let me out, aren't you? But you're going to make it difficult for me. Okay. Well, not difficult, but I just had to do a little swing out instead of just putting that corner. Very nice. This is not a UK side of the road truck. Ooh, that would be a Scania dealership. Very nice. Obviously you would have noticed as well that there is no music at all, like no background music or anything like that. Only reason being is because I'm not wanting to risk copyright strikes or anything like that when it comes to YouTube. YouTube is, from what I can gather, is a lot more sensitive when it comes to music. Like, even though I could load up a non-copyright background music thing, they'd still be iffy about it, really. I noticed that whenever it does come to me uploading a start from scratch episode onto YouTube, they would all come up with under the restrictions tab. It would all come up with copyright. I think I've got maybe 2 or 3 that actually don't, but majority of them do say copyright. So I would like to keep where it had no restrictions, like pretty much everything else that's on YouTube for me at the minute. If I'm able to, I will try and find some music to put in the time lapses as and when I get to do them. And obviously when I do a time lapse, I'll probably go into third person, maybe, just so it's a bit more of a better view instead of sat in a cab and stuff's whizzing about like everybody's just taking a shed load of speed. So I've had a thought as well, guys. When it comes down to this series, I'd like to probably put it, like, obviously let this first episode get out there first and foremost. But when it actually comes down to me getting my own truck, right, I would like it to be put to a vote over the Discord. Oh God. Yeah, I'd like to put it as a vote over Discord. I will put down the brands of each truck, and obviously I will get either the starting truck as a new one or as a used truck. Obviously once it gets a bit more progression and whatnot, and I'm able to go for a specific model, not just the make but the model as well, then obviously again I'll put that down as I'll put that down to a vote over the Discord. So obviously if you want to get involved with that, then check the links on my actual YouTube page. I'll even put the link in the description as well, for you to join the Void, which is the name of the Discord. And I will be sure to, when the time comes for me to actually get my truck, it'll be put down to the vote on the makes, not the models, on the makes of the trucks that I am going to be looking at. So obviously, on the used market mod, on the used market, I don't think any of the modded trucks will be on there. So this Volkswagen won't be on there, for example, or the Ford F-Max. But obviously you've got your Scanias, your Mercedes, your Volvos, your MANs, your Ivecos, and all them other good stuff. I swear to God, though, if that Renault, if I end up with a Renault Magnum, ugh, most disgusting truck in the world. But then obviously as well with said truck, I'll put it to the vote again on what colors to get. I have a vast majority of different color mods, but you know, I'll put it to a vote on X amount that I am looking at. So if I'm torn between, say, 5 colors, I'll put them 5 colors on as a poll for you lot to decide over Discord, because I want to try and get you guys involved as much as possible. Within saying that as well, I'd also like to get your feedback and I guess ideas on, also not ideas, but suggestions on what type of background music I should be using, because obviously I can put in like copyright free background music, but at the same time, you know, it says it's copyright free, but it bloody well won't be. I can tell you that now. So if anybody actually genuinely knows what copyright free music there is, then please do let me know. But for this first episode, I do want to get it out there. I do want to get a bit of traction going behind it, and I am wanting to hear your guys' suggestions, hear your guys' feedbacks about, well, one about the whole me doing this thing solo, you know, whether it's a good idea, whether it's a bad idea, you know, what you guys want to see out of this series as well. Ooh. The one thing I will be doing as well with that close call is I will be putting down, and I will try my hardest to remember, but I will be putting down a crash counter. So the amount of times I crash, and I will be honest and faithful to that as best as humanly possible. Even when I do jump cuts. You know, if I crash, I will own up to it. I've crashed, and I'll change that crash count. I'll make it be one of the first things you see on the screen. Please be 2 lanes. It is. Thank God. But yeah, that's definitely one thing I will be adding after that goddamn near miss, because that was ridiculous. But all I'm going to say is as well, with there being no music being played at the minute, I can actually listen to proper songs. Honestly, you don't know how horrible it is sometimes when I've got non-copyright background music playing all the time, just because I know that it goes quiet sometimes with me and Ed. And that wasn't a crash. There was no crash there. I mounted the curb. I did see it. I mounted the curb. I came very close to crashing, but I mounted the curb. Also, let me know what you think about me keeping my follower count as well for Twitch in the bottom right of the screen. Obviously, I can just hide it when I come to recording, but you know, I'm wanting it there because obviously that is my goal, to get to 50, and I'm hoping I can get to 50 followers by the end of the year. You know, obviously 50 followers isn't a massive amount of people, but 50 followers is my goal for the end of the year, at least. You know, Ed did say, was it the last stream or the stream before, you know, oh, let's make it 30 by the end of the month. and then poof, 30. I was on like 28, 29, something like that. And I started out on 28 on the start of the stream, got to 29, and then I got to 30 about midway through. So I would like to get to 50 by the end of the year. I mean, really, a more better pushing target for me. Oh God, this is because I wasn't concentrating. I would have crashed somewhere there. Yeah. Alrighty then. I'm gonna quickly cut. When you next see me, I'll be down there where that green scanner is. And we were there, and now we are here with a lovely green light. Yeah, that's probably gonna happen a lot as well. Is I will just completely forget to look at the sat nav, and I will end up doing some interesting maneuvers to get myself back on track. And I didn't crash. I am really proud of myself. I did not crash. I believe in following signs for the A12. Yes, I am. Central London. And that'd just be the city of London then. I don't know. I don't know. Don't like London. Full of Londoners. Quick sip whilst I'm at the lights. Get the roll on. Get the roll. Yes, there we go. Bit too early on the roll, but managed to slow myself down enough to not get a bloody traffic light offence. Tell you what though, whilst I was trying to make my manoeuvre to get back on track, all the cars were stopped nice and bonny. So manoeuvre to the other side of the road, started to reverse. Bloody truck come behind where I was, and I don't know how I did it. Like the truck started to move over, thankfully. But yeah, as soon as he come, I was like, "Are you being serious right now? Like, why would you do that to me?" I would like to be in this right-hand lane because I am turning right. Okay, there we go. I was just making sure I was going the right way. I was double-checking the sat nav. So going that way. Swing it round, nice and bonny. There's the shard. There's the London Eye. Be able to see that. If you can see the shard, you should realistically be able to see the London Eye. Oh, headlight fence. Oops. Sorry. Ideal. Put that on. See, I would put automatic headlights on. Actually, no, it is on. Is it? I think it is. I don't know. I'll have to check the settings after this sesh, but I'm pretty sure it was on. Speaking of this sesh, I am going to try and keep these videos to around a 30 to 35 minute mark. If you guys want me to as well, I can stream the solo sesh every now and then. I can stream the solo sesh. Ideally, I would like to keep it as just video recordings, but if it does pick up and you guys like it that much, oh, thank you, Mr. Jeep. But yeah, if you guys like it that much, then I'm willing to stream it. But like I said, I want to try and get this get a little bit of traction going on this first episode. The second episode will also be well. As well as the second episode. So realistically, I'd want the first two episodes to get some form of traction first before I make any forms of promises when it comes to streaming this. Oh, I accidentally pressed F1 then. I wonder what was happening. It's a bit of a sharp and horrible bay, that. I can get myself a bit more. That is a horrible, horrible place to say, oh yeah, you can park up there. Like, yeah, don't get me wrong, it is doable 100%, but I need to get right over to attempt it, at least. as well as keep my trailer, I guess, somewhat straight. What was I saying before I had to cut as well? Oh yeah, about the 50 followers. 50 followers. Ideally, I'd like to get the 50 followers before, I guess, the end of October. But obviously, I think with how much traction everything's getting at the minute, I reckon a more realistic goal would be more end of the year. So if you guys can get me to 50 followers by the end of the year on Twitch, that would be amazing. And if we can match that with YouTube as well, oh, even better. Like, you guys would be absolute legends. And also, within saying that, honestly, guys, make sure you do join the Discord, because you'll get up to date on everything. Not only that as well, I do want to try and grow my own community. You know, and within saying that, butchering this. Within saying that as well, obviously, accidentally whacked my microphone then whilst I was spinning the wheel. Yeah, within saying that, I would also like to get some suggestions on a community name. That obviously seems to be the in thing when it comes to YouTubers and their communities, is they all have their own, I guess, special vipers. Oops, that one. There we go. Yeah, they all have their own community name. So I'd like to have one of them. I'd like to have a community name. So if you guys have any suggestions, I will make a suggestions area for names, and then obviously the one with the most likes, as long as it's sensible, guys, sensible, then they're the name. That's the name I'll pick. Right. So, that was it. Fragile and just in time. I knew it was one of them. So so I want to get all them full, high value, and fragile before I even put one into long distance. And then I would like to get just in time full before I put the next one in. And then for every 2 eco driving, I'll put another one in the long distance. That I want long distance to be done dead last. Just simply because, obviously, I would, what's the word now? Like, the videos will just take too long. Like, it'll be one job, edit a fair bit of it out, so it's sticking within the time limit. Obviously, yes, this is going over, but it's the first episode. But, you know, I want to stick to the 30 to 35-minute mark at a push, 40 minutes. But it's the first episode. I can let this one slide a bit. But I will put, I guess, one into the ADR and then one into high value. And we'll do that. We will check our emails. This is just all about bank loans and everything else, but not bothered about no bank loans. Not bothered about bank loans at all. So with this, again, that is still going to be our highest one, but we can do London to Plymouth. Obviously, we're not going to do that right now, but that'll be a very good job to do. As much as I'd like to go to Denmark, I do want to try and stick in and around the UK just for the time being, guys. Like, literally just for the time being. Like, I have, you know, Manchester to Glasgow, London to Rotterdam, but obviously, again, that's in the Netherlands, but I don't want to go there just yet. You know, I will go across into other countries eventually. I do want to, if I can get to one of each city in the whole of the UK. So I've obviously done 2 for England. Obviously, I can do, like, say, like Newport or Cardiff. That's Wales done then. Glasgow, Edinburgh, Perth, Aberdeen. That's Scotland done. And again, any of these for Northern Ireland and Ireland itself. And then we can go across over into like France, Belgium, the Netherlands, Denmark, you know, all that type of stuff really. But nonetheless, we're level 2. Happy days. We are currently sitting on £8,480. Not bad. No, it's not. That's daily profits. Brilliant. No, currently sat on £10,067. Oh, I failed on that so hard. Another thing that I've thought of as well, guys, is if you guys want to see just what type of mods I am running, I am more than happy to show you the mods that I am running. If you guys need any, I guess, inspiration on what type of mods you want to run, if you are able to run them smoothly, I'm more than happy to show you my vast mod collection and what orders I have them in to have them work as smooth as possible. But nonetheless, guys, I am gibbering on once again. So on that note, I will end up here. I'd like to thank you very much for watching this first episode of the solo starting from scratch. And if you liked the video, hit that like button, hit the subscribe to follow this little journey of mine. Be sure to watch the starting from scratch featuring Ed. I will obviously make a playlist for this and it will say solo starting from scratch, just so you guys don't get confused. But nonetheless, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.